one thing that I find is very often connected to self-sabotaging is this ability to get stuck in heightened anxiety, right? A heightened anxiety with a lot of focus, because people who are already in a career or are already in a relationship have been able to um, get themselves there, right? Get themselves into a place where they have new challenges, where they have the ability to grow, where they have the opportunity to present themselves to others as somebody that is capable of all that they're setting out for themselves, right? And one thing that happens is that if they haven't gone through the internal work of battling this anxiety or this ingrained ability to just overthink about everything, right? Then their brain is gonna constantly begin to push for those past behaviors that lessen the anxiety for themselves, because that's where they felt emotionally safe, right? For example, when they were a child, they may have um, had difficult emotions or something that the parent didn't like, right? So they were taught to just stuff it and to keep quiet. So whenever they find themselves in the future having these same high elevated emotions or a lot of anxiety, they're gonna revert back to that same behavior, right? Of just stuffing it all down, keeping quiet, and just pushing through the day. So keeping this in mind, three of the negative symptoms that can happen whenever you have a lot of anxiety going on, but you have something you need to accomplish, right? Or something you're working towards. The first one is this cyclical worry and overthinking. And this can happen whenever you have something you need to present, or you have an important conversation you need to have with somebody, right? You can start to become overwhelmed in this spiral of worry and negative outcomes that can happen, right? You begin to imagine all these terrible worst case scenarios that can happen to you, and as a way of protecting yourself from it, you begin to over prepare or think of every way the conversation can turn and have a defense for everything, right? For this uncertainty, this unknowable future circumstance that you're going to be put in. And this overthinking is going to be something that is gonna put you into a bad place where you're not gonna start out in a level-headed way in the conversation. It's simply gonna lead to damaging it or becoming worse for whatever it is that you're doing in that moment. The second symptom is an avoidance of goal-oriented activities. So whenever you know you need to be studying, or you know you need to be working on that work project, you know you need to be making calls, you know you need to be putting yourself in front of others so you can make a sale, you just instantly revert back to avoidance behaviors, whether it's scrolling endlessly on your phone, whether it's watching YouTube videos so that you can give yourself a little bit of relaxation, right? Whatever it is that you do to avoid situations, you're going to find yourself going back to those behaviors over and over again whenever you begin to feel anxious or nervous about the future, right? And it may have helped you in the past, right? It may have given you a little bit of time to breathe, to think, and to reorient yourself. But now it's become something that is simply distracting you and keeping you from that focus that you need to be able to um, get through this intelligently. The third one is the stress that you feel begins to manifest as a physical symptom, right? And people stress themselves out so much that they become tied up in knots, um, metaphorically and literally, where you can, if they get a massage or something, right, you can feel it in their neck. Everything's just tense and heavy, and they begin to get headaches. They can't sleep right. They feel tired all of the time. And this is just their body's natural response to being under so much imagined stress, right? From all that thinking of all the mental energy that they're using. It's their body is gonna manifest that somehow physically, and it always happens. You can't place so much stress on yourself and expect to perform at a high level, right? Whenever you're needing to give a speech, talk to somebody, whatever it is that you're doing, right? These physical symptoms are gonna begin to pile on top of each other and make this anxiety seem way worse than it could have ever been, right? So just be very careful of saying that these physical symptoms are separate from the anxiety or the nerves, and putting them together is going to help you begin to put attention onto this overthinking mind, right? So that you can have a goal, right? So your goal could be like lessening um, how bad your sleep is, or lessening the amount of headaches. And then as you do the work of trying to calm your nervous system down, of paying attention to where you let your mind go and how fast you allow your thoughts to go, right? Then you'll begin to see progress and positive results through your sleep, right? As you said that as your goal of getting better sleep. So just remember that you're gonna have to reframe what this thinking is, right? It's something that's keeping you safe, because in the past they may have helped you and they may have kept you safe from danger, but now they're simply inhibiting you and keeping you in that same place that you need to move past so that you can reach new levels in your life. So I hope that this can help you make some connections for your own behaviors in your own life, and gives you a little bit of a goal or something to work towards. So